Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your mid-month reading for the month of April. And we're just going to jump right in. We're going to start with 3 initial cards to get an overall view, overall feel, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper into that energy and see what we're getting for you. I'm starting with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Ooh, first one out is base chakra. Foundation, home, finances, number 1. So that could be a new beginning. It can be a new energy that enters your life. See what the second and third card is. And as I said, we're just going to clarify and go deeper into the energy. And at the end of this, if you're interested, there's going to be an extension to this if it resonates with you. There you go. And I'm just going to say the competition, if you haven't heard about it, just scroll back or go back for the last 2 weeks and just pick sort of literally any reading and go to the very end of the video, and you'll get all the information on how to participate in the competition. That the draw is coming up on the 14th, so that's really, really close. Believe and succeed, number 6. This is beautiful. Base chakra, believe and succeed. And the third card out is, wow, love abounds, another abounds, another number 1 there. This is like profound, deep energy. Base chakra, believe and succeed, love abounds. And we're going to just clarify these a little bit. So why is the base chakra here for Aries, please? Base chakra. These are like monumental energies. These are like the basis of a new life, or the basis of everything, or like you're like laying the foundation for some profound new shifts. So we're apparently getting 2 cards for the first one. Base chakra, interesting. So we're getting imagine. I did do that, didn't I? Okay, so they want these, interesting. Okay. So we have believe and succeed in the middle. And I got 2 cards coming out for that, which is imagine and here and now. And it's interesting because I thought I was pulling the cards for base chakra, but they wanted that for believe and succeed. So now, can we do the base chakra, please? Base chakra, why is that here? Base chakra for Aries. For the month of April, or rather, soulmates. Wow. I did not expect to get soulmates on the base chakra. Interesting. So I'm doing a mid-month reading here. So this is when you're, I'm usually reading for like a month into the future, because I think that longer, it's almost impossible to do longer because everything shifts so much. In a way, you can say they can do a timeless reading. So if I record this, you can listen to this 5 years later and it still fits whatever you're doing. So like take it however it resonates. And then love abounds. Why is that here for Aries, please? Soulmates on the base chakra. Interesting. Love abounds for Aries, please. Love abounds. Let's see what that was. Truth be told, number 14. So 4-1 and then 1-4. So there's and then so much about the heart. Wow. Okay. It's like I can't wait to get into this reading, both for here and the extension. It's like I can just feel the energy around this. Like this is such a, because it's like whatever energy sort of is brought to the table, even though I try to bring as much inspiration and happiness and like lightness around these readings, sometimes they can be a little bit tough. But this one is like, I can't wait to sort of be able to be a part of this energy because it's freaking awesome. So we have the base chakra, and the base is, like I said, it's a foundation, it's family, it's roots, it's where you have your basis, it's your core, it's where you feel at home and very like anchored in, safe, secure. So you can be around like finances as well. But then having the soulmates coming out, so I just feel like there's this connection that's going to take place from now till, and you had a lot of this lately, Aries. Like there is someone circulating, and some of you guys might perhaps even have met this person right now, because the last well, let's just say the last couple of readings at least, this indication that there's this person coming in has just kept coming out, right? And so there's definitely something happening here around in terms of like your romantic affairs, and it seems to be very foundational. This is where you belong. This is your core person. This is where you're laying your foundation together with someone new. It seems to be like a very like rooted, safe, secure. This could even mean that like either you're bringing a lot of stability in terms of finances to the table, or they're bringing a lot of stability in terms of finances on to the table. It can also be that you're bringing like a lot of stability emotionally. It can be that they are bringing a lot of stability emotionally. Let's just say it's a lot of stability here. It's a solid energy. It's a rooted, foundational, solid energy. This is for the long run. Like this is for the longevity of things. We're definitely going to get more about that information, that energy in a bit. And then we have believe and succeed. This is just really moving forward with whatever you're doing right now, and just completely believe. Like just don't let anything. This is about like knowing where you're going, and sort of hold that course, hold that focus, and that destination is what I'm trying to find. Hold that destination in your mind's eye, and like be so sure of this is where I'm headed. And with the clarifiers of imagine and the here and now coming out, to me it's just, okay, keep that vision, just keep imagining, keep that vision about what it is that you want, and then stay in the present moment about it, which is like, it might sound like, okay, so if I'm focusing on what I want, which is a little bit for the future, how can I stay in the present moment? You can't really be anything else than in the present moment. Does that make sense? You cannot be in your future, because whether you're thinking about your future or thinking about your past or thinking about your present moment, you're in the present moment doing it. So there's only one place to be, and that's the present moment. But this is about thinking about what is existing in the present moment. Like bring it all back to here and now. What works right now, not what maybe perhaps doesn't work down the road, or even like 2 days from now, what doesn't work 2 days from now, but what works today. Because if you're focused on something that works today, 2 days or 2 weeks from now, something else is going to work. Does that make sense? But if you're focusing on like today, on something that perhaps doesn't work 2 days or 2 weeks from now, coming up 2 weeks from now, you're going to have something in your life that doesn't work. And this doesn't have to be even, we think sometimes that we need to focus on a very specific thing. What is this specific? And I sort of just also said that to you, that you had to. Like, keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on your destination. But sometimes, if you feel like, it looks adorable, it looks gorgeous, it looks like you found your way home in a little bit of an unconventional way, I have to say. And I don't even know what I mean by that, like unconventional, because it's like, so here's what I mean is that you're going to find this love, and you're going to find your success in a little bit of a different route. Like maybe not so straightforward as some people find their success, or straightforward as people find their romantic partners, whatever. This seems to be like you're on your way to do something completely different, and there was your person, or you were like with your person doing something, you thought you were going to be with this person doing something, and there comes this presentation of some gorgeous business opportunity or whatever. Like, it feels a little bit unconventional. It feels a little bit like we're doing this outside of the box. And in order to sort of sometimes get to your destination, you don't literally have to think about the very thing that you want. You can just think of something else that brings about the same ease or even relief or happiness or joy, like depending on where you're at on the emotional range here. Just focus on something else that brings the same abundance, the same prosperity feeling, the same the same love feeling, whatever it is. My number 6 there. So we have 1 with the foundation, new energy coming in, new start. We have 41, which is a new beginning for the heart, but it's mirrored. So what I'm getting with the soulmate effect is like, it is a heart matter, and it's a new foundation for yourself, and it's a new energy. But because we have 41 and 14, it's a mirror effect. It's like, it's a new beginning for the heart, and you're sharing it with someone. Like, as you're feeling that, you're mirroring that, you're projecting that out into the world. And that it's both for romantic partnerships, and it's for something here, like continue to imagine, continue to dream and visualize what it is that you want. Just hold that for your mind's eye. This is a 2.0 version of yourself. So you're doing a literal upgrade right now, and try as best you can to just stay in the present moment, because that's where all your creative powers lie. They are nowhere else. And I know sometimes it's so easy to just go outside, and it's easy to think that certain things, this thing that I cannot see yet, that I want have happen, might not happen in the future. I know it's so much easier to think about that if there's something that you're sort of dealing with right now. But the way that you get your result, and the way that you just keep steering in the right direction, is to actually think of something that works out right now. Something that works out in your immediate surroundings. What is that? And then keep your focus there. And the rest will sort itself out. And then we have this love abounds. Like, wow. With the truth be told, it's such a deep energy here. It's such a deep, profound, foundational core. This is very similar to the base chakra there. Love abounds. And then we have like the third eye. Like, you're opening the third eye. You're opening your psychic abilities in your heart. You're opening your capacity to love. And we might think that we walk around as a species loving on this planet Earth. But have you seen what's been like happening on the planet lately? That's not love. That is not love. Like, there's so many things based on fear. And so when you're starting to see with your heart, you don't get defensive. You don't get explainable. Like, you don't have to explain yourself to what you're doing. You just stay in your lane, in your love. You don't come from fear. So you don't have to like guard yourself, or you don't have to prepare yourself even. You just use what you have. You're staying in love, and it's like, yeah, there's something about opening your psychic powers of the heart, learning to see and understand with your heart. And that is a big one, huge one. I don't think that there's many people on this planet Earth, including myself, that really has an open heart and living by it. And then we have like opening that heart, like completely opening the window to your soul. This really goes hand in hand, and it's 14, so it's a new beginning for the, and as I said that, it was literally 14 on the clock. So it's a new beginning for the heart, and this is about, like, the inspiration here is about opening that window to your soul, opening that window to your heart to the best of your ability, and just let that soul of yours shine, let that heart of yours shine, let yourself be transparent. Like, let yourself be seen, let yourself be truthful, and very authentic with who you are. Don't play a game. Don't put anything on you that is not you. Rather, sort of strip away whatever is not you, and just show up in the most authentic and truthful capacity that you can right now. With the number 1 there again, new beginnings, new energies. Wow. Going deeper into this, what else can we say about the soulmates and the base chakra? Soulmate soulmates in the base chakra, please. Okay, I'm getting the other deck, so I'm going to move over to it. Sorry. There you go. Okay, I'm getting a message with that. It's never too late to start over. So I went for a deck because that was the next one in order. It was the next one. So it's like the logical step for me was to just take, because that's how I decided before this reading, I'm going to do these decks today, and this deck was like coming up. And so I picked it out of just having decided that before starting the reading. And then as I started to shuffle, I just got, no, we're going to use this deck. And there's something about, you have the right to change your mind. You have the right to change your mind about something. And you also, it's never too late to start over. Because it's like, okay, so I'm going to start over and shuffle in another deck. It's never too late to start over. So maybe that's like, someone needs to hear that right now. And then out comes the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. It's delays are over. This is a happy new beginning. You're starting to see movement going forward. And this is for the, okay, this is one more. Hold on. One more for the base and the soulmate. I just see green everywhere. I see green. I see trees of green. What a wonderful world. And the green for me is all about your love, your heart, your, you know. Wow. So we have base chakra. We have you're starting something over. You're choosing a new energy here. You're laying a new foundation for yourself completely. This is home, family, foundation, security, finances, you know. With a soulmate, you're finding that person. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So if you see, like, if there's been a situation for you, Aries, that you feel like you haven't seen this person, we keep talking about them, but you don't see them, like you don't know where they are. Or it can be and. So both of these scenarios, and you're trying to lay a new foundation for yourself. So that could be like and what I got in the message here for this very particular part of the reading is that it's never too late to start over. And it's okay to choose a different path. And out comes 7 of Michael, which is all about choosing a different path. If you're just completely, because we have this love abounds, and it is so silly to say, but this has just kept coming to me as of late. As I've been watching certain things, attracting certain videos, whatever like comes up is very much in alignment with this one. Like, just good things will happen to you the more authentic you become. The more real and honest with yourself and others that you become, the closer or the closest that you can be to being 100% you in this world, the better your life is going to get. Like prosperity-wise, abundance-wise, love-wise, like just whatever. Just have to say something. And that probably is one, like for one person. Leeches. And I think it's those no, I don't know how to say that word. I'm sorry, the English falls short here. So it's like these little black thingies that sort of latches onto you, like when you're in the water. Leeches. I'm not getting anything more around it, so I don't know really where that fit. Do you feel like there's been leeches on you before? Has there been people sucking your energy, or like I don't know. I'm trying to, like, I'm not getting that, but I'm trying to get, like, I'm trying to understand the message of leeches. Leeches just came up. Is that a name? Leeches. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that up to you, and you probably do something wonderful with that. You probably understand what that means. So yeah, you're being shown a different path. We have end of the delays here. We have the Wheel of Fortune is coming into your life. We have a completion. You've been trying to put this foundation down for yourself for quite some time. perhaps meeting this new person for quite some time, perhaps just starting over your life for quite some time, and now delays are over, like you're seeing movement now, and you're being guided down a different route, a different path, a new path. And that is with your soulmate. That's what I said. I needed to just come back to this energy a little bit because I felt like I just wanted to say more about it. And there's something about like the Wheel of Fortune is involved here. There's a new path that you're being shown where you're going to lay this foundation and meet this person. I'm going to take this into the extension and see what else I can find. We have the stay the course, believe and succeed. Imagine and stay in the present moment with love abounds and truth be told. With the 14, a new beginning for the heart, a new foundation, and showing a different route. That's interesting. There's a better course of action available to you is what it says. Okay, let's see where it takes us in the extension. If you're interested in that, we have 2 links to that in the description box down below. Go check it out and see whatever fits best for you, whatever you feel drawn to. And I hope to see some of you guys there. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. And maybe even a thumbs up if you like what you've seen. It really helps me to understand what types of messages that you like as well. So if you feel like it resonated with you, please do that. If not, if that's okay too. I hope to see you back soon. Bye guys.